Good morning, students. Today we are going to start with our second semester of third year BCom Banking and Finance. So in this term also you all are having 4 chapters. Those are non-banking financial intermediaries, then your development financial institutions, investment institutions in India, and regulatory institutions in the market. Okay, so these are the 4 chapters that you will be learning in your third year BCom. Okay, so in this chapter, that is the first chapter, or that is chapter number 5 of second term. Okay, non banking financial intermediaries, those are also known as NBFIs. Okay, so in this chapter you all are going to learn what is the meaning and types of NBFIs, then distinctions between banks and NBFIs and NBFCs. Okay, functions of the following, that is lease financing, mutual funds, factoring, housing finance, venture capital finance, merchant banking. Okay, now what is non-banking financial institutions, okay, or intermediaries? Now as we all know, banks क्या करते हैं, what they do, they take the deposit from the people who have money. Okay, जिनके पास पैसे हैं वो क्या करते हैं, they accept the deposit from such people, and then afterwards those deposits वो लोग क्या करेंगे, they will be वो जो डिपॉजिट है तो बैंक विल एक्सेप्ट. ओके, जिनको पैसे सेव करने हैं दे विल टेक इट फ्रॉम देम, एंड आफ्टरवर्ड्स ये जो सेविंग है वो लोग क्या करेंगे, जिनको ज़रूरत है, द पीपल हु रिक्वायर्स दैट, ओके, उनको क्या करते हैं, दे गिव इट एज अ लोन. सो वट एवर डिफरेंस इज देयर, मतलब जो सेव करते हैं उनको भी वो लोग इंटरेस्ट देते हैं, एंड द पीपल whom they are providing the loan, they charge interest. Okay, so here in between both, that is giving the interest and charging the interest, in between ये जो रहता है उसको बोलते हैं profit of the bank. So here like commercial banks, there are some institutions. Okay, यहाँ पे intermediaries है जो जिन लोगों को फाइनेंशियल रिक्वायरमेंट है. ओके, सो दे सेटिस्फाई द क्रेडिट नीड्स ऑफ सच पीपल. ओके, सो ये एक्टिविटी है, दिस विल इनडायरेक्टली हेल्प इन द इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट ऑफ द कंट्री. ओके, so here it's like a bank only. बैंक क्या करते हैं, they accept the deposit and they grant loan, but these financial intermediaries, they will not accept the deposit but they will grant loan to the people who require credit. Okay, so here now to understand it more clearly, okay, we'll see some definition. Now this definition is given by Indian Banking Commission. This definition is given by Indian Banking Commission. It says non-banking financial intermediary is a generic term in economic literature and refers to the financial institution whose liabilities are not accepted or used as a means of payment or money in the settlement of debts. Okay, so here they provide the loan for the different kinds of industries. Okay, it's like a kind of loan which is given to the people who require credit facility. Okay, so here it is what actually it is a process of transferring fund from the saver to the investor. Okay, मतलब जो पैसे सेव करते हैं उनके पैसे को they will transfer to the people who require the fund. Okay, is known as financial intermediation, and financial institutions serving as a mobilizer and depositories of saving, and the suppliers of credit and the finance is known as financial intermediary. Now in India, there are many financial intermediaries. Those are Indian Financial Corporation of India, ICICI, Warehousing Corporation, etc. Okay, so altogether there are more than 34 non-banking financial intermediaries. Now non-banking financial intermediaries, the actual meaning is what, ये लोग क्या करते हैं, they will whatever finance they get it from the people, they will send it to the people who requires the fund. Okay, so here they include many types of institutions are there in India. Those are developmental banks, investment institutions, post office, provident fund, and large number of unorganized small institutions, okay, such as investment companies, chit fund, needies, etc. Okay, so here non-banking financial institution is nothing but they act as a financial intermediaries. Okay, so there are two types of non-financial intermediaries. Okay, so non-banking financial institutions जो है they are of two types: risk pooling institutions and contractual saving institutions. Now risk pooling institutions are what they actually take up the risk. Okay, so here there are different risk which are involved. जैसे कि इंश्योरेंस कंपनी क्या करती है, दे गिव द टू द रिस्क, दे टेक द रिस्क, ओके, वट एवर रिस्क रिलेटेड टू अ पर्सन और टू अ बिजनेस. ओके, कौन से रिस्क रह सकते हैं? दे कैन बी लॉस ऑफ फायर, लॉस ऑफ what you called loss due to theft. Okay, if we consider the life of a person, then illness, death, damage. Okay, so these accidents, these are some of the risks. So these risks are taken by this such types of risks are taken by the risk pooling institutions. Okay, so insurance company, they what they do, so here most of the companies insurance has a separate form of regulation specific to the insurance business. Okay, so and may well be covered by the same financial regulators. So there have been number of instances where insurance companies and banks have merged at creating insurance companies that do we have in banking license. Okay, next is contractual saving institutions. Now contractual saving institutions are also called as collective institutional investors. Okay, so they give the opportunity to invest in collective investment vehicle, that is CIV. Okay, what they do, they will sell two types of mutual fund, that is open end and close ended mutual fund. Okay, तो यहाँ पे उनको क्या करते हैं, they give them an opportunity so that they can save their money. Okay, those are known as contractual saving institutions. Other types are market makers. Okay, now market makers are what? Market makers are the brokers, dealers. They will buy and sell the price and facilitate transactions for financial assets. Next one is specialized sector financiers. Okay, what they do, they will provide range of financial services to a targeted sector. जैसे कि रियल इस्टेट अगर हो तो उनको होम ओनर्स, लीजिंग कंपनीज. ओके, सो अकॉर्डिंग टू द टारगेट कस्टमर दे विल प्रोवाइड द फाइनेंस. ओके, नेक्स्ट इज financial service provider. Now financial service provider will include both broker, management consultant and the financial advisories. Okay, both मतलब it will be securities plus mortgage. Okay, तो ये financial provider जो है they will provide fee service for the some charges. Okay, now this service include improving informational efficiency for the investors, and in the case of broker, offering a transactional service by which an investor has a liquid asset existing. Okay, so here these are some of the types of non-banking financial intermediaries. Those are risk pooling institutions, contractual saving institutions, market makers, specialized sectoral financiers, financial service providers. Next is we'll see the distinctions between banks and non-banking financial institutions or non-banking financial intermediaries. Okay, so there are these two types of institutions. So these have some similarities between banks and the non-banking financial corporations. Okay, तो इन दोनों में थोड़ा similarities है, that is capital. कमर्शियल बैंक एज वेल एज नॉन बैंकिंग फाइनेंशियल कॉरपोरेशन जो है दे बोथ रेज देयर कैपिटल बाय सेलिंग शेयर्स. दिस इज द फर्स्ट सिमिलैरिटी. सेकेंड इज डिपॉजिट. सो यहाँ पे जैसे कमर्शियल बैंक डिपॉजिट एक्सेप्ट करती है, वैसे नॉन बैंकिंग फाइनेंशियल ऑल्सो रिलाई ऑन डिपॉजिट्स फ्रॉम द मेजर सोर्स ऑफ फंड, लोन्स एंड एडवांसेस. थर्ड, जैसे कमर्शियल बैंक्स लोन्स देती है, एडवांस है that is overdraft, cash credit. वैसे ही this financial institutions also, non-banking financial institutions also provide loan facilities. Next is investment. Now, non-banking financial investment is in gold, securities, stocks, shares, and in case of non-banking financial corporations, the risk factor is already greater. Okay, so they will invest in high profitable investments. Okay, next is नॉन बैंकिंग फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशन जो है उनके पास बैंक की तरह बहुत सारे अदर एक्टिविटीज़ भी रहते हैं, जैसे कि कैपिटल बैंक दे सप्लाई हायर परचेज क्रेडिट. ओके, फंक्शंस ऑफ अंडरराइटिंग, एक्सेप्टिंग बिल, गारंटिंग लोन्स, इशूइंग लेटर ऑफ क्रेडिट, then government securities, debentures, stock of public sectors and private sector undertaking. Next is organization. Now many non-banking financial corporation जो है they are similar to the banks in their organization pattern. जो organizing pattern जो है it is similar like the bank, that is they have a zonal and regional office, networks of branches and periodical meeting, submission of return, inspection, just like the commercial bank. Okay, they are like a commercial bank only. Next is control. Now ये जो बैंक जैसे रेगुलेटेड एंड कंट्रोल्ड है ओके बाय द आरबीआई, इन द सेम वे ये जो नॉन बैंकिंग फाइनेंशियल कॉरपोरेशंस है दे आर ऑल्सो रेगुलेटेड एंड कंट्रोल्ड टू सेफगार्ड द इंटरेस्ट ऑफ द डिपॉजिटर, सब्सक्राइबर्स, मेंबर्स एंड बेनिफिशियरीज एंड पब्लिक एट अ लार्ज. Okay, so these are similarities. Now we'll see the difference between banks and the non-banking financial companies. Okay, that is first one is meaning. Okay, so here as we know they are similar like the commercial bank only, but there are some differences also. Those differences are, first one is meaning. कमर्शियल बैंक क्या है? बैंक इज अ फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशन हुज लाइबिलिटीज दैट इज डिपॉजिट्स आर वाइडली एक्सेप्टेड एज अ मीन्स ऑफ पेमेंट इन द सेटलमेंट ऑफ डेट्स. ओके, नॉन बैंकिंग फाइनेंशियल कंपनीज जो है, नॉन बैंकिंग फाइनेंशियल इंटरमीडिएटरीज ऑन द अदर हैंड आर दोज इंस्टीट्यूशंस हुज लाइबिलिटी आर एक्सेप्टेड एज द मीन्स ऑफ पेमेंट फॉर द सेटलमेंट ऑफ डेट्स. ओके, so both the thing here, the settlement they are the जो liabilities है those are the deposits. Okay, they are used for the payment and settlement of debts. Okay, next one is the abilities. commercial bank जो है they have the ability to generate multiple expansion of credit, whereas non-banking financial intermediaries जो है do not have such ability. They simply mobilize savings for investment. Okay, जो savings है they will use it for investment. Activities. Okay, now commercial bank, the credit creation activity of the commercial banks are determined by the excess reserve and the cash reserve ratio of the bank. Okay, so here अगर उनको credit create करना है they should have excess reserve and it will depend on the cash reserve ratio also. This non-banking financial companies का कैसा है? The activities of non-banking financial intermediaries, saving mobilization, lending activities etc. are governed by the structure of interest rate. Okay, here in bank it is what excess reserve and cash credit reserve ratio, whereas non-banking financial companies they are governed by the structure of interest rate. Next is time duration. Credit creation activities of the bank involves lesser time. Okay, whereas here the lending activities of the non-banking financial intermediaries involves longer time. Okay, next is control. The credit creation activities of commercial banks are regulated and controlled by central bank. Okay, whereas here in the non-banking financial companies, the bank intermediaries are not generally under the control of central bank, and thus activity may create hurdles in the way of effective implementation of monetary policy. Okay, next is impact of stability. Now non-banking can be influence liquidity, create economic destabilization, in the economy. Whereas destabilization occurs, जो this point is उल्टा, okay, this actually is the point for the, ये जो point है, ये point है नॉन बैंकिंग फाइनेंशियल कंपनीज के लिए, एंड ये जो point है वो बैंक के लिए है. okay, destabilization occurs when the financial claim on the non-bank financial intermediary increase at the cost of demand deposit by the bank. okay, next is raising of fund. कमर्शियल बैंक्स जो है दे कैन रेज फंड एट अ वेरी लेस कॉस्ट बिकॉज नो इंटरेस्ट इज पेड ऑन डिमांड डिपॉजिट. वेयर एज नॉन बैंकिंग फाइनेंशियल इंटरमीडिएटरीज जो है दे हैव टू पे हाई रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट टू पे अट्रैक्ट द डिपॉजिट ऑफ द फंड. ओके, पीपल मोटिव इन डिपोजिशन. पीपल जो है वो लोग क्या करते हैं, बैंक में इजीली अपने पैसे डिपॉजिट करते हैं बिकॉज दे फील इट इज़ सेफ, इट इज़ कन्वीनियंस एंड लिक्विडिटी कंसिडरेशन. whereas they invest their savings in the non-bank financial intermediaries with the motive of earning extra income. okay, अगर extra income earn करना है then they can invest in the non-banking financial intermediaries. then types of group formation. ये जो नॉन बैंकिंग फाइनेंशियल इंटरमीडिएट बैंक्स जो है दे हैव अ होमोजेनस ग्रुप, मतलब इनका जो ग्रुप है इट विल बी सिमिलर. ओके, इनका जो इंटरेस्ट रेट है, इनका जो लोन देने का तरीका इट विल बी सेम, दैट्स व्हाई इट इज़ होमोजीनियस. वेयर एज नॉन बैंकिंग फाइनेंशियल इंटरमीडिएट जो है दे आर हेट्रोजेनस ग्रुप. ओके, इन द फाइनेंशियल स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ द इकोनॉमी दे आर डिफरेंट फ्रॉम ईच अदर. नेक्स्ट इज डीलिंग इन लोन. So banks जो है they generally deal with the short term loans in the money market. okay, whereas non banking intermediaries mostly deal with all types of loan, that is short term, medium term and long term loan. So this is the difference between banks and the non banking financial institution. Next we will see the working and functioning of leasing in India. The first type of non-banking financial companies जो है they provide the leasing facility. Lease मतलब taking the thing on the rent. okay, जैसे कि रेंट पे हम लोग लेते हैं, हम लोग यूज़ करते हैं, वैसे ही जो भी एरिया है ओके व्हाट दे विल डू, दे विल टेक इट फॉर अ रेंट फॉर अ लॉन्गर पीरियड ऑफ टाइम. okay, it will be for 100 years, it will be more than 100 years. okay, so here for this they provide the finance. okay, so here large number of leasing companies have been floated recently. okay, why? Because they provide finance by the method of acquiring plant and machinery. okay, they can use the plant, factory use कर सकते हैं, machinery use कर सकते हैं. okay, it is useful for small and medium size enterprise because they cannot buy such huge machineries which require huge capital. so in such case lease finance plays a good role. okay, so here according to the NASIMA committee they have recognized the important and growing role of leasing aid hire purchase companies in financial intermediation process, and this recommended that minimum capital requirement should be stipulated. Prudential norms and guidance in respect of conduct of business should be laid down. okay, supervision should be based on periodic return by the unified supervisory authority. okay, so here working and functions of lease financing company, how it works actually, what it does, it contributes business finance. okay, suppose बड़े बड़े companies है they have lot of finance, but what about small and medium term companies or enterprise, they don't have that much capital so that they buy a huge machinery or what you call high technology machinery which require more amount of money. okay, so in such case lease finance जो है they provide finance for purchasing such machinery, such land, such buildings, such areas. okay, so here lease financing contributes to the business finance. it go beyond regular financing activities. okay, जो regular finance करते हैं उसके अलावा भी they will provide many other finance facilities, that is short term financing, house building financing, merchant financing, corporate financing, etc. next is broad capital market operations. Okay, now broad capital market operations is why, because this will include many institutions such as bridge financing, corporate counseling, mergers, acquisition, capital restructuring, then financial engineering, lease syndications. Okay, so these are some of the activities. So here will provide services to many sectors, okay, such as textile sector, appraisal and accessories, transport, construction, engineering, paper and printing, pharmaceuticals, food and beverage, chemical, agro-based industries, telecommunication, leather and leather products. Okay, next is match with the growing demand and of capital requirement. Now see, there is more demand for the capital requirement. So lease from finance, what they do, they help to satisfy the capital requirement. So this has proved that lease financing has matched with the growing demand of the capital requirement. Okay, next, the last one is leasing helps to mobilize saving and develop the financial sectors. Now leasing companies, what they do, they help to develop capital market in two ways. That is, asset side, they introduce small and medium sized business that they have previously relying on informal financing, supplier credit and internal cash generation. And other side is leasing companies finance themselves. Okay, that is, this helps to deepen and broaden domestic capital. Lessors need medium term funding to write medium term lease. Okay, so these are some of the work, this is how the working of the lease finance takes place.